is an opportunity for the college community to listen to some future things. We have some faculty members here. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce Leo, who's part of the WLC, and he'll introduce the rest of the team. But before I do that, I want to welcome Trustee Bill Whitrow, he's a trustee for the whole district, and I think he has a little thing with the college.
Oops. Let me move over here. Yeah. But thank you. I can't do supporting because I won't be able to point to stuff. My name is Leo Ray Lynch. I'm with WLC Architects. We're the master plan architects for the district. We're providing master plans for all the campuses in the district, including the district offices. And as part of that process, we have our key team members involved with that here, which is Moss Companies. And they'll introduce themselves when they get up. And Moss Companies is a consultant to us. And Moss Companies is doing portions of your educational master plan, helping you complete the educational master plans for the campuses that have been done, and helping us to really translate the information on the educational master plan into a facilities master plan that we're providing for the district. So with that kind of intro, one of the things we wanted to reference as well about the master plan that we're preparing is that this master plan is what we call a living document. It's a document that's provided for all of you to use over the next 15 years, which is the timeline we have for the plan. It's a document that is not cast in stone. It's a document that is not permanent. It's a document that becomes basically a guideline for the district to lead the district from here over the next 15 years, to give them the ideas and plans about where they should be going, the types of things the district should be looking at in terms of facilities, facility development, and program development over the next few years. We've done it in essentially 3 phases over 5-year blocks. The first 5 years are essentially, you'll see it in the phasing plan, but I just want to give you a kind of the context. The first 5 years are basically projects that are real. These are real projects that probably will be happening over the next 5 years. The second 5 years are projects that are proposed that may happen depending on funding availability and eligibility and student growth and those kinds of things. And the final 5 years are projects that we'd like to see happen if all the stars line up and everything is perfect down the road. And all these things, as I said, have some wiggle room in there, and they may be changed and revised as time goes on. So with that, we're going to get right into it. And this is essentially, as it says here, integrated educational and facilities master plan. Because what we want to do is take your educational master plan, which was developed originally by the campuses, and then tweaked by Moss Companies, and take that and incorporate that and make that into the facilities master plan, so you'll know where you're going to go with your facilities over the next 15 years. Oops, wrong slide. Oh. Alrighty, I will use the mic. Okay. That is a business. Okay. Basically, this is the agenda for today. We're going to have this is the intro that we're in the middle of right now. We're going to Moss Companies will be the first ones to get up and speak. They're going to review the educational master plan data and talk about the number crunching that goes on in terms of education master plan, what that means for the work that we're going to do. We're going to look at the town hall work that we've done here previously. As you know, we had a town hall in this room some time back. We've met with the president and the senior staff here repeatedly over the last several months to talk about what the needs are. We've also had discussions throughout the whole district about Alameda and things that need to be done here. We're talking about the plan context. We're going to show you some of the initial master plan concepts, and as I said before, a phasing plan that is going to tell how we think that the phasing of the work here will develop over the next few years. Essentially, this is all of the components that are involved in getting the master plan done. We're looking at, of course, we start with the board, chancellor, the vice chancellor, the people that we work for directly as part of this process. And then we're meeting with all the college presidents as we move around, the college presidents, the faculty and staff of the campuses, and the students that are here. We have all the various district committees as part of the shared governance process that we have to talk to as part of this process. There's public agencies, because these campuses sit within cities and within communities, and so those communities have impact on everything we do. Just like here, particularly with the work, we will talk about later, the work that's going to go on with the new roadway and back and all those kind of things. So there's very much some intimate involvement with all of the public agencies. Your local business community obviously is concerned about what happens at the community colleges because you're creating their new staff and the people that they'll be working for them. All the community organizations, within the facilities department, the maintenance and operations, obviously, they're going to be maintaining all these buildings. They're going to be the ones that will be, the facility staff will be the ones building all these buildings and managing that process. And of course, all of the educational committees and the educational master plan, which then feeds into create the whole master plan process. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dan. Okay, I guess you'll introduce Mr. Moss, who's here also, to talk through the initial phase, which is the educational master plan component of the project.
Excellent.
Hi everybody, I'm Dan Rosenberg. I'm from Moss Companies. Dr. Mike Moss is here with me. And we've enjoyed working on this project very much for the district and for the college. And I'm going to walk you through some of the steps that we went through, some of the data that we found, and some of the recommendations that you'll be seeing in our plan. This is a timeline of where we've been already. We started back in October, and here we are in February, and by the end of the month we will have presented the plan to the Board of Trustees. The goal here in planning is to have an integrated approach, an approach that includes all aspects of the college, integrates with the district, and this chart will show you in a small format here how we did this. We started with the educational master plans generated by the colleges. That was the baseline that we started with. There were other documents as well. There were strategic planning documents. There was the McIntyre report, which did an environmental scan for the district. But all that information strongly informed what we did. We then created our report, which is the beginning of the Integrated Educational and Facilities Master Plan. It's a bridge. It's a bridge from the Educational Master Plan to the Facilities Master Plan. And then, as you know, WLC then created the colleges and the districts' Facilities Master Plan, which you'll be seeing College of Alameda's Facilities Master Plan in a few minutes. The philosophy that we abide by is very important. We believe in it very strongly. The program of instruction and support services dictates and is the primary determinant for space needs. It's why we're here. We're here for students, and we have to make sure that what we're doing in designing facilities caters to the students. And of course, the faculty that delivers that program of instruction. So the plan itself takes the program of instruction, creates a growth model for the future, where we're going by the year, in this case, 2022, and then using various methods, figure out how much space are we going to need at that point in time. I'm not going to go over this too much, but basically we looked at a lot of demographic data. We looked at the reports that I already mentioned, and the experience that we've gained by working with many of the colleges in the state, more than 80 of them, in determining what the future might look like at this college. So, the McIntyre report looked at a district-wide environmental scan. Chuck McIntyre in that report, along with the colleges, came up with growth models. We looked at the data and validated that, but we felt like the growth model that was created in that plan was very good, and that is the plan of growth that we utilized. We looked at internal scan and external scan. That's data of who's going to the college, what are the students that are coming here, where do they come from? We also looked at external factors like the growth rate of the population in the area, the economic situation. And we're looking at an economic situation out 14, 15 years. So though we're in a trough right now, which will probably last for a while, we feel confident that over the long run, things will change again. So we're taking a long run view here. So what the data shows is a pretty healthy growth rate for College of Alameda, 2.8% a year over the next 14 years to the year 2022, 15 years. And this shows the wish, that's weekly student contact hours.